here we go, Brazil against Argentina. Surely the most seismic footballing conflict in the Southern Hemisphere. Strap in for the ultimate game of one-upmanship, where everything matters so much.
Los jugadores están entrando al
There's
campo de
nothing
juego.
quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Well, I wonder, Jim Beglin, what is going through the minds of these players as they face up, respectively, to their arch enemies. It is a feeling that I'm sure you can identify with.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little in terms of what the players need for motivation. The game against the team you do not want to lose to. This is a nightmare to predict for me. It should be tight on paper, but there are so many factors that come into play, Peter, that anything can happen here.
So that's got things underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think if they're going to win this, they're going to have to play to the strengths of...
Alvarez! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. De Paul. And this is Messi. Good ball, good take. Shapes to shoot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Paredes. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Linton. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. De Paul. And it's McAllister. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Gabriel, Douglas Luiz. Now it's Neymar. And it's Douglas Luiz. Joelinton. Brazil looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's a dangerous ball. That is lovely.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Corner. Argentina with the corner. They're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Savinho.
That was lovely, that.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Savinho. He's picked his way through. And here's Joelinton. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Guimaraes. Now it's Alvarez. Pass somewhat off target.
Marquinhos.
Gabriel. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Plays it through.
He's in plenty of space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Messi picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. He has found the way through. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Argentina can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's found a way through. De Paul. He's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Se agregará
He's gonna be
un minuto
disappointed
al
with
tiempo
that.
reglamentario.
Douglas Luiz.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Luiz goes sliding in. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Señoras y señores,
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Argentina can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Strokes it back. Shoots! getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Carlos Augusto. Now it's João Pedro. Well, that's beautifully weighted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Luis has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. McAllister. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No, again there's no way through. Gonzalez has it in a wide position. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Has a shot! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Número 7.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And there's the shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
The ball clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's slung out wide. Savinho. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Throw it.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gabriel. It's not an especially good pass, that. Danilo. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a mistake. And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Cambio.
Brazil making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Martinez. Could be danger here. He's found a way through. There's the shot! And that is quite beautiful. That is a gem, an absolute gem. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Brazil give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Now it's Gonzalez. Taliafico.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. McAllister. Savinho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's gone for goal! And what a quick trick. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a
Va
corner.
a realizar un cambio.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Lucas Paqueta into the last 5 minutes. He shifted it to the flank. De Paul with 2 goals already to his name. Argentina can break now. And it's McAllister. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bruno Guimaraes.
Se van a
4
jugar
extra
4
minutes
minutos
added
de
on.
compensación.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a goal kick. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's De Paul. De Paul stood his ground strongly. Now, can they get him away? Neymar receives it in a wide position. Montiel. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. De Paul voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just